From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves taking on the New York Yankees. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Ready to go now? Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Number 1, Ozzie Albies.
And we are underway. On the ground to the left. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is late, and he's on at first.
Batting second, catcher Drake.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line.
Hit on the ground might be 2. The flip, there's one on to Goldschmidt. That's 2.
Well, almost any time you roll over and send a 2-ball to short at this level, you can pretty much count on a double play. Middle infielders are just so reliable, and they work on these plays all the time, so it almost becomes like second nature.
2 down, nobody on. And he swings over the top there.
Nope. Ball 2.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Gloves it on the dive. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. Back here at Rogers Center and towing the slab, Chris Sale. What do you have on him, Siggy?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees.
Left fielder, number 35, Cody Bellinger.
Swing and a ball popped up. Riley takes it in for the out. 1 away.
Batting second, right fielder, and Judge.
And a foul ball.
Ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. That's out number 2. Grisham in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Just missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Fights it off. He'll see another. That just misses, and a full count now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back now in Toronto. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Matt Olson.
He
Ball
really
back to
committed to
line.
that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Pitch in the dirt, ball 2. Right side. And quickly one away in the second. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Now, Jonah Heim.
That's the ball.
Schlittler, a 6'6" righty, 225 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round in 2022. Can't pick it up with the bare hand.
Back-to-back singles, runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Acuna.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That's the third. Rosario. Over to Jazz. There's one. What a double play that was. We head to the bottom of the second. In now is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton. On the ground. And foul ball. That one fouled hard the other way. 0-2.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Ripped on the ground to second. Leadoff man retired here in the second. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. No score here in the second. That's outside. And a count 2-1. That's a laser base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him swinging for the K. That K is his third of the game. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Yankees. So runner at second, 2 down. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. Check swing called strike. 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Back here at Rogers Center. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley. And a big swing and a miss. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Really nice job, a two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
In the air, right side. Judge gets under it. And there's one away. One out man at first. And next for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. Reached on an infield single his first time. That's in there. It's 0-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that one clips the corner. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Here comes Riley. He comes across to score, and the Braves tie it up.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that night.
Reaching for it, makes the catch. Runner tags at second. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. The 1-0. Fouled off. He was late. 2 down. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Grounder off the pitcher. Still able to get it there in time. He keeps his composure and they get the out. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Here's the 0-2. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Line drive, base hit.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Another throw over. And they're keeping him close. And that's the second disengagement now. Here is Aaron Judge. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Line drive, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. Now here's Trent Grisham.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Move to second. Bellinger dives back. And the 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Up next for the Yankees, designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Nope. That's inside.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
First and second, 2 down. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2-2 now. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Bellinger is in to score. They take the lead. It's 2-1. Harris fires it in quickly. quickly. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play. Goldie swings through it for strike one. Swing and a miss. 2 on, 2 outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Base hit into the outfield. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
That's the ball.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Clips the corner, and the count 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Clearly, it was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slot.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. Back now in Toronto. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Matt Olson. And that's fouled off.
Ball 1. Ball. That's inside.
That one misses. Ball 3.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Strike 2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
No question about this one. It's out of here. A solo shot.
Ball 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
What a stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. Jonah Heim next up for the Braves. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. On the ground to Jazz. Throw to first in time.
Ball 1.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
Hey!
In the air, right field. And that's the 3rd out. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Bottom of the 4th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Ahmed Rosario. Chris Sale ready to get back to work. Out towards right center field. And there's one down. This one in the air, right field. And it falls. And that's a 1-out single.
Waste no time there. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. Yeah.
Runner takes off. Pitch is low. Throw. That's a stolen base. Runner goes again. Cut on and miss. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And a foul ball.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8. Big spot, and Cody Bellinger stepping to the dish. In the air, left field. Bounces over the wall in foul ground, and it's an automatic double. As they jump ahead, a run scores. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Bellinger on his way home. In comes the run from second.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you've got to make them pay.
Grisham swings through it for strike 1. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. We go to the top of the 5th. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Up next for Atlanta, shortstop, Mauricio Dubon.
On the ground, right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Back to the top of the order. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Rip to first. Caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in this.
Chisholm fires to second for 1. Double play as they get out of another jam. Back here at Rogers Center, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Giancarlo Stanton stepping in now for the Yankees.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Sale in a 1-2. Got him swinging.
Up next for the Yankees, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And first offering is fouled off. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
In the air, center field. And that'll do it. All set for the top of the 6th. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Michael Harris II.
Ball, that's down. Nope, outside.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage.
Tim Hill into the game. Runner on the go. Line to left. That's a base hit. Throw into third, not in time. And we've got runners at first and third to open the inning. So now pinch hitter for Atlanta, Jorge Mateo.
And he would be the tying run bird, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
This one in the air, center field. Grisham under it. And he makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score. It's 6-2. One out man at first. Jonah Heim next up for the Braves.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. That one not close. Ball one. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one carrying. Can't reach it. This should score at least one. In comes the run from second. And he'll pull into second safely. So two in scoring position. Camilo Doval on a pitch here.
And a tall task ahead of him right here with two runners in scoring position and multiple outs to get. He's going to be pitching for strikeouts here, no question.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. On the ground, right side, down the line, and it's foul. High fly ball out to center field. Grisham under this one. And there's two away. All loaded up. Ozzie Albies getting ready to hit. Just missed. Off the mark there. And the count is 2-0.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats. And the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
And that's the third out. Now in Toronto, bottom of the sixth inning. Well,
now pitching for
new pitcher on now. Robert Suarez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And the 0-1. Foul ball. Here's a 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here's a 1-2. Got him. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. Now it's the shortstop, Jose Caballero. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. High fly ball, right field. Acuna settles underneath it. And there's two away. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Ground ball, Olsen. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Next pitch is outside. And another ball. And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base.
Up next for Atlanta, center fielder Michael Harris II.
Misses again, 5 in a row.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Grisham settles under this one. And there's one down. Matt Olson up to the plate. He's already homered in this game. Ryan Yarbrough handed the rock out of the pen.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
The 1-0. Fought off foul. The Braves with the go-ahead run at the plate here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss and out. Braves down to their final out. And that one fouled off.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
And now he steps off the rubber. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope. Ball 1.
Making a move at first, coming on a pinch run for Atlanta, Eli White opting for a faster runner as they try to tie this thing up. They're down to their final strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away, if you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Runner on the go. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. White, the runner at first with 2 gone. Pitch misses. And now it's 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 3-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Line drive. That's a base hit. Runner around third. He scores to tie it up. And now the tying run is into scoring position. Jonah Heim will hit next. The switch hitter batting right. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. No throw. Save at third. It's a stolen base.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Swing and a foul out of play. The 0-2. Inside, just missed.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. That's down and in.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Good job to fight that one off. And a payoff pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Ball 4. He walked in. And that keeps things going. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Fernando Cruz. First offering and it just misses. Just missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Outside. Ball 3. And that'll load the bases.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
Riley swings through it for strike 1. Late swing, fouled off. And the 0-2. Check swing. Did he go? No. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Oh, look at the stop. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Back here at Rogers Center, here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Cody Bellinger. That one misses, and that is ball one. Tap foul at the plate.
That's ball two.
And that is out of play. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 2-2. The other way. And that should be extra bases. In safely with a double. His second of the day.
He was all over that one. Showed a willingness to drive that.
A free pass coming with nobody out and a runner at second. Looks like they're shooting for the double play. First and second. No outs. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. 0 for 3. This one. Double steal. And he pops up the bunt. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. A bunch of chances now to send those fans home happy. It's going to take a magic trick to extend this game with no outs and the winning run at third.
Outside low. 2 balls, no strikes. Swings and chases a low one there.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. 3-2. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Ball 4, and that's 6-5 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. About to get started here. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
Number 23, Fernando Tatis Jr.
And we are underway here in San Francisco.
Tatis is so athletic, he probably could have carved out a career in other sports if he wanted, but he grew up in a baseball family with baseball in his blood.
That misses, and a count 2-1. Laser could be trouble. And that's going to roll to the wall. Into second safely. It's a leadoff double to start the game.
Everything came together for him. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Man at second.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot.
Runner takes off. There's the ball. Throw to third. Save. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Way out front for strike two. This one in the air, center field. Pajes moving under this one. Brings it in. Runner tagging for third. Safe. And they take the lead. So no one on after the sac fly. Manny Machado up to the plate. Infield shifted to the pull side. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That's out number two.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was late.
That was straight queso right there.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Pajes on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Yeah, that's fouled off. Late with the swing there. Morejon, an all-star a season ago, 27 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Up the middle. Not in time.
No,
he's
in there.
A good job putting the ball in play and then busting down the first base line, beat the throw pretty easily.
Late swing, fouled off. Now the 0-1. This one's smoked on its way out of here. He'll touch them all. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 2-1.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
The batter now will be Will Smith. First-round pick out of Louisville in 2016. Fermin takes it in for the out. 1 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Check swing, and he went. Strike one. Swings through that one out in front that time. And down on strikes. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Teoscar Hernandez, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Sliced hard but foul. The 0-2. Ripped towards third. Sends it over to Sheets. Inning over. Back here in San Francisco. Top of the second. Here's Gavin Sheets now. Left-hand bat.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch. It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough.
Well struck left field. And that one's gone into the bleachers. He'll take a trot around the bases. And the Padres take the lead. It's 3-2.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Jake Cronenworth now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity. Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Takes it in for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Fermin in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. 2 down, nobody on. Slowly on the ground to short. Rojas throws to first in time. That's the inning. Back here at Oracle Park, we head to the bottom of the second. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And the 0-2. A sliding stop at short to first, and they get the out.
Batting 7, right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Slides for the stop. The tag, and he's out. Here's the second baseman, Alex Freeland.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
And that one is lifted in the air. Tatis settles under this one. And the inning is over. Top half of the third inning. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Fernando Tatis Jr. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. And a big swing and a miss. Fights it off. He'll see another. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Line drive to short and caught. That one fouled off. In the air, right field. He makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Manny Machado now. 0 for 1 so far.
Ball.
Foul ball there.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
2 down, nobody on. The 2-2. That one
That's
missed.
the ball down.
Base hit center field. Should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
That's the ball.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 ball hitter up.
And another ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And this one squirts away from the catcher. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance. Second and third, 2 down. Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts.
That's down. That's the ball.
Lifted in the air, right field. And that's the 3rd out. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. Fought off foul. The 0-1.
Ball. Ball.
Just
Nope,
missed.
that's low. That's the
First
ball.
pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-run count.
And a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice
That's the
job of
ball.
staying back and letting the ball get deep.
The 1-0.
That's the ball.
And a swing and a miss there. In the air, left side. Laureano sprinting after it. And there's one away. 1 out, man at first. Now the number 2. New arm out of the bullpen, Jeremiah Estrada. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Save. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Runner goes again. Pitches low. And the throw, he's out at third.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base.
That missed. That's the ball.
Gets him to chase after that one. Outside low.
That's the ball.
2 balls and a strike. Just
Ball.
missed.
That's down.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but when he sometimes pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2-11. Clutch situation. Intentional pass coming. Bases now loaded, but it does set up a force at every base. First time, so they turn to their closer, Mason Miller.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Late with the swing there.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to.
Oh, diving stop. Throws from his knees. What a play. Inning over. Back here in San Francisco, out of the 4th, Jake Cronenworth now at the plate. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
All over that one right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of it.
Cronenworth runs. Bunt attempt misses. No throw, safe at second. And he lays one down the left side. On the run, throw to first. And very nicely done for the out. Here's the catcher. Freddie Fermin. He's 0 for 1. Line drive. Leaps it. He's got it.
That takes away the opportunity to score the runner from third with a sac fly. We're talking about a different story if that line drive hits the ground. But he made a good play, and they can get out of this thing with one more out.
The 0-1.
Ball outside.
2 outs and a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4.
Ball.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 60.
The 2-1. Out to short. Rojas whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. Back here at Oracle Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
That's the ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing and a miss. And now 2-2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
Ball.
Miller, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. 2-1 now. Rip right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A solo shot. And we are starting over.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at-bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Alex Freeman getting ready to appear. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Takes it in for the out. The Dodgers going with a pinch hitter, Ha-Seong Kim. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Comes up empty.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a miss. Mason. We go to the top of the fifth. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. That's off the mark, and that's ball one.
You know, these Padres doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
Brings it in. One up, one down. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. He muscles that one out of here. And the Padres take the lead. It's 4-3.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
One down. Here's the left fielder, Ramon Laureano. Out to short. Throw on to Freeman. Fine play in the hole for the out.
No, that's it.
Flips the corner. Strike one. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Flashes the leather and the running. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani. And that's down and away. That one in triple digits. Trying to check his swing. Appeal to third. No, he held up. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swings and misses. Struck him out. High fly ball lifted into near right field. And that quickly 2 away. Will Smith to the plate. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. That one off the mark. Ball one.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 2 down, nobody on. Got him swinging. Make it. Back here in San Francisco, top of the 6th inning. And here is Xander Bogaerts. Line to left, and foul ball. Outside. This one in the air, right field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball.
That's the ball.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Outside.
In the air, right field. He's got it. 1 away. That one lifted to left. And there's 2 down. Here's Miguel Andujar. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Nope, ball.
Jackknifes out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Out towards right center field. stretches out and hauls it in. Back here at Oracle Park, now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Freddie Freeman. Check swing, but he went too far. 0-1.
No, that's inside. That's the ball.
You get to this point. The order.
Yeah. New pitcher on now, Wandy Peralta.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Payoff pitch, and the tying run is on base.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
And that misses. And that's ball 2. That one misses. And that's ball 3. Ground ball to the right side. Into the outfield. Base hit. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. And it goes just foul. Runner edges away at second. Hard ground ball for base stop. Will comes back in. The tying run stops at third with nobody out. And now a very big at bat for Kyle Tucker. He was late there, strike 1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Next pitch misses. Ball 1. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And that one ripped to left. Pulls up on it. Base hit. One runs in. They cut down the go-ahead run at the plate. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Off the plate inside. And now it's even 1-1. Steps off. Lead runner back to second. Outside. Ball 2.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time.
Can't reach it. This should score at least 1. One runs in. Here's Tucker on his way to the plate. Reload. He's in there.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. A well-deserved double on a great swing.
He's trying for third. Line, and that's a base hit. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Runner takes off. Ohtani at the plate now, and that's strike 1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Runner on the go again. They pitch out. Caught in a rundown now. They get the tag on him, and that's the second out. On the ground right side. And they're happy to just get off the field. Top of inning number 7, digging in, Freddie Fermin. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Oh, and a no-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
In the air out to center. Lunges, but can't make the catch. So now back to the top of the order.
Pretty good spot. Hard and inside.
That's the ball.
When the leadoff man gets on, you want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2. I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Diaz, 31 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2012. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 1-out man at first. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Foul ball.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Ouch, that one drilled him. Still able to get it there in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play.
Ball.
Hard hit, right side. And this game is over.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. Getting the nod on the mound, Cam Schlittler. What should we keep an eye on here?
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
Just about to get underway. Here is Ozzie Albies up to him. And we're off and rolling in Toronto.
Ball inside. That's ball 2.
Out towards left center. Bellinger on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Gets him to chase after that one. On the ground to the left, Caballero. 2 quick outs in the top of the first here tonight. Michael Harris the second digs in now. Carrying well. Drops in for a hit, couldn't run it down, and that's a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it. Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in.
Here's a drive out to right center, way back there. Look out, gone! A 2-run homer. The Braves score first. It's 2-0.
Power versus power right there. Like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? And a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Yastrzemski in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 2 down, nobody on. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Everything came together for him. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Hit hard, base hit. Lead runner around second. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
A couple of singles back to back. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Runner from third in to score. And they lead by 2. Here comes Austin Riley. Check swing. No appeal. Ball 1. And there's a foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs. On the ground out to short. Tosses to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. So Cody Bellinger went as a 4th-round pick by the Dodgers in the 2013 draft. How about this, though? His final year in high school, he hit just 1 home run.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Pretty good spot. Hard and inside, but that's a...
Bellinger goes. Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Brings it back on a leaping catch. Wow. What a play. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Bellinger goes. Swing and a miss.
No, he did that.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Runner at second here, one gone. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting fourth, designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Ball, that pitch is up.
Sliced hard but foul. That one finds the zone. Gonna count 1-2. Got him. Inning over. We move ahead to the top of the second now. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Mauricio Dubon. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Chisholm. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Ball one.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they clean things up for the out. Two down, base is empty. Now, Drake out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Ryan Yarbrough.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And the lefty with the 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. On the ground, right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order. Dunks one into left. So that's two straight two-out hits.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff, a base hit.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. In comes the run from second.
That's three singles in a row. Once you get the ball by the pitcher. There's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Yastrzemski in the box as he fouls the first pitch. Traffic on the bases with one already in here at the top of the second. 0-1. This one smoked on its way out of here. A three-run shot, and they add on. It's 7-0.
It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
So two down, and next is the designated hitter, Jonah Heim. Hit hard on the ground to short. Over to Goldie. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Back here at Rogers Center, we head to the bottom of the second. Paul Goldschmidt stepping in now for the Yankees. That one ripped right center field, and it's into the gap. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And one pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Man at second. Swing and a miss.
Ball one. Yep, that ball went out.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Goes down looking. So now with one away and a man at second. So up next for New York, Ahmed Rosario. First offering way inside, almost got him. Next pitch inside. And the count now 2-0. This one in the air, center field. 2 away now. And he grounds one to the right side. Albies. Play made, that ends the inning. Back now in Toronto. Now in for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. On the ground to third. Whips it across. One pitch and one out. Foul ball there. Hard hit right side. The tag and he's out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Mauricio Dubon. On the ground right side. Jazz tosses the first, and the inning is over. Back here at Rogers Center, set for the bottom of the third, Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. Base hit, that was smoked through the infield. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good batting.
Runner takes off, swing and a miss. They've got a no throw, safe at second. Caballero leads off second with nobody out. Runner on the go again. Got him swinging.
Out on the tag.
And the throw out at third. Here is Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. Judge, the former Rookie of the Year, 33 years old. Let's remember a major part of his resume are those 3 MVP awards. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw on to Olsen. Judge out on the play. As we go to the top of the fourth. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. This one in the air, center field. Grisham is there, makes the catch.
Up next for Atlanta, catcher Drake Baldwin.
He swings and fouls one off. And it gets by him. Not stopping, he's going for 3. The relay throw. So man aboard, Michael Harris II. Next up for the Braves, Swing and a ground ball. A dive. He's got it from his backside. Save. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. He's already homered in this game. Runner on the go. And he hits a ground ball right side. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. Foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground, Chisholm throws to first in time. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham. That one fouled off.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Got him. One gone here. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Ball 1.
Missed with a changeup. Ball 2.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
And now it's filled up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Runner on the go. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Man at first, 1 away. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Caught looking his first time up. Swinging a foul straight back. The 0-1.
That's a ball.
Fought off foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman,
Ball 1, no strikes.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. That is the inning. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singing to players get bored or
went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes.
Chisholm 1 at second on to Goldsmith. That's 2. Bases empty after the double play. Here comes Austin Riley. Has grounded out a couple of times. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
The 0-2. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a pinch hit double.
All over that one right there. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. That means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Caballero swings through it for strike 1. in the dirt. Runner at second, nobody out. Struck him out without a swing. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Aye. Ball, that's outside.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Man at second. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Next for the Yankees. Right
Here's
fielder,
Judge now.
and Judge.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. 0-2 now.
Ball, that's down.
Runner at second, 2 down. Breaking ball misses down and away. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.